right back at you with another one. This is Kimion Wozy, and this is the #1 Foia channel on YouTube. So if you have not done so already, hit that subscribe button and thumb up the video, as that's what's going to get my video out to new and potential subscribers, which is going to in turn grow my page to where it should be. I appreciate everybody who's been rocking with me thus far, and I appreciate everybody that's still on the fence. I'm here to get you off the fence, making sure you hit that subscribe button and like the video, man. This is one for the books. So what we have here is some information that I was able to dig up regarding the FBG Cash homicide. So if you have not done so, hit that subscribe button. All right, now let's get into it, man. This individual once again has done some really in-depth research, and we are showing credence to him, man, giving him his just due, man, giving him his flowers now, because this is some very in-depth analysis of these homicides, man. And so we're going to jump right into it without further ado. All right, FBG Cash murder information, everything we know. There's much false information about this case, and no single thread which compiles any information, compiles all the information. Here's that thread. All right. So the last update of this was last year in October, man. Backstory of FBG Cash murder. FBG Cash was also shot around 1 week before his death. The shooting took place possibly near 81st and Vincennes, 2 miles away from his murder scene. Cash was also with Tasha West during both the shooting and murder. Prior to the shooting, the non-fatal one, we know Cash was at Rap-A-Lot. Rap-A-Lot is a record label in Texas. Once he left, he would end up with Tasha at her home around 4:20 a.m. While they were together, Tasha's boyfriend, likely a Chicago DJ whose name I won't mention, interesting, and would continuously call her phone, probably wondering where she is and what she's doing. She said, "I hope he don't come over here," referring to her boyfriend. A little later, they ended up driving towards Cash's home. Cash was inside the passenger seat with the seat all the way back down. The girl was driving. She would say something along the lines of, "Why are they always on me like this?" Likely meaning another driver was being erratic to her on the road. If it's true, this is very similar when Cash was killed. The person, probably in that vehicle, would start firing, riddling their car with gunshots. Going on to the fatal shooting, a few hours prior, we know Cash was at a downtown nightclub. Not sure if Tasha was there with him or not. While at the club, Cash would get into an altercation with unknown individuals. Soon later, they would drive to a friend of Cash's, allegedly, to do their thing. Next, what I'm assuming is that they're heading towards Cash's actual house. I say that because he was killed literally 1 block away from his house and was also driving in that direction towards the house. So at that point, his car would have been blocked in by a newer model black Cadillac sedan while at the one-way street of 81st and Marshfield. The most logical explanation is that this Cadillac was already in front of Cash. They arrived at the intersection. They would stop the car. 2 shooters would exit in the vehicle with a rifle and a pistol. Cash would attempt to flee, but fall around 10 yards away, where he was stood over and shot more times. All right, they found a total of 23 spent shell casings on the scene. There were 14 casings of 7.62 times 39 and 9 casings of a .40 caliber. He was hit 13 times in his head, neck, back, chest, left and right upper arm, left lower leg. The police would respond quickly and find him unresponsive. He later died. All right. And here we have an image of the crime scene. It says if Cash took a right turn here, his home would be down a few houses. So he literally got killed around the corner from his house, man. All right, and then we have a clipping here. It says the victim's vehicle sustained ballistic damage, 14, 7.62. in 940 cal. So this is some paperwork that he's posting. There's an investigation here. It says the autopsy performed. The doctor performed an autopsy on the remains of FBG Cash and determined the cause and manner of death to be multiple gunshot wounds and homicide. Gunshot wounds to the head, back, left. I mean, this guy must have the paperwork actually. I mean, this looks to be a document. I can't speak for the validity of this post and information, but it looks to be clips or screenshots of actual paperwork. I will say that. In the reports which I've seen, it's only has demographic and description of for one suspect. There are definitely two shooters, but one is mentioned: a black male, 5'10" to 6'2", with all black clothing. All right. It appears the shooting went down in two parts, 18 rounds, 7 seconds later, another 5 rounds. It could be incorrect, but that's what I found from the Foia shot spotter data. If true, I would assume that the last 5 shots were to make sure he died. This is pretty accurate, man. I mean, it correlates with the reports that he was stood over. Man, rest in peace, FBG Cash, man. One caller mentions they heard rapid gunfire twice, 2 different times. In a video aftermath, someone mentions rapid gunfire too. Not sure if it's the same person or not. And he even has clippings for the shot spotter and remarks. Shots fired. After they started transporting the victims to the hospital, an officer mentions possible camera footage. The shooting probably was recorded on video, pretty sure. We have some unconfirmed rumors. And this is not me speaking, of course. Trenches News I do support. So, but he has some claims here. The FBI had gotten involved with the case. He also said the murder vehicle was found abandoned less than a week after the murder, possibly burned. These are not confirmed. Trenches has, so yeah, I mean, it's conjecture there how he feels towards Trenches News, but I did hear those rumors a bit after Cash was killed. These rumors on some articles and posts, which are saying the killers might have used GPS tracker, which was also unconfirmed. And he has good points here. First of all, only 2 minutes after that comment was posted, someone with the same name, length, and profile picture mentioned someone laying in an alley. Then the shooter returns there and shoots more. All right. These are the rumors listed. And he has some more evidence here. He's saying Cash's shooting happened at around 5:35 a.m. There was also another shooting that happened around 5:40 a.m., but this shooting happened inside an alley. The person was likely talking about this shooting and not Cash's when they're referring to this statement here. All right, and then we have some debunked rumors here. Cash being backdoored by Big Dale. This is not even true. Chris Barnes was the person who made this claim. He was also beefing with Big Dale right before he died. It's no secret that he's homeless. I'm not gonna get into that. All right, we have the black Cadillac sedan here. I have requested different Foia data for all the stolen cars, vehicles, arson. Yes, dude does thorough analysis, and that's why I think that paperwork we saw earlier was actually authentic. Either the murder vehicle wasn't stolen or reported stolen. It was stolen from a different city or state, which is very possible. A lot of these situations and scenarios, you get the car from somewhere else, you get the tag from somewhere else. It kind of throws the police off. There was one matching the description, which was towed 3 blocks away from where Cash was killed. There was another one 3 blocks away from O Block. These can obviously be a coincidence, but that's what I noticed. Wow. There was one matching the description, which was towed 3 blocks away from where Cash was killed. Then there was another one 3 blocks away from O Block that was, I wonder if that was in the same day. I don't think he says that. Some people will claim this vehicle is pretty common in Chicago, which is not true like some think. The large majority of Cadillacs, and he breaks down how many people bought Cadillacs, man. Shout out to this guy, man. All right. Possible suspects. I mean, this is all alleged individuals. And they have crime scene photo that is blurred out. There seems to be some on the side of the car. This could be glass. Can't say for certain what that is. The shots to the car, specifically toward the driver. There's no visible shots to the left of the windshield or even in the middle of the windshield, but there is multiple to exactly where Cash was sitting. So there seems very targeted, guys. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think, man. We are breaking this FBG Cash stuff down, man. We might not have the full paperwork, but we have great resource searchers out here, man. Shout out to my Reddit fan, bro. All right. And I learned more on this. Killers knowing he was driving the car. All right, let's see. Either the killers knew Cash was driving or Cash was insanely quick and started getting out once the killer started shooting. I lean more on his killers knowing he was driving the car. I agree with that one. Initially, I thought this one portion in the middle windshield was also a gunshot. Yeah, but no, that you can tell it's like something on the dash. All right. Cash had to navigate through these closely parked vehicles where he ended up near the yellow portion behind that tree. I mention this because one specific Buckmunna line, he says AR had him falling into the car or something like that. This same thing might have happened right before to Cash before he died. Excuse me. And we have some imagery here. It also appears Cash was found with no shoes on. We'll scroll past that, man. It's unfortunate. The car Cash was driving would expire in June 2023. I mention this because he was shot a week previous to his death, which would be in June 2022. He got a new vehicle since the last one was shot up. This is likely the new car, which expires after 1 year of Cash's death. Very good analysis. All right, and then he has links to some things here, some of the photos. The data from CPD says this case was last updated March of last year of 2023, which is 2 years ago now. There is no motive released yet for the murder that I know of. Sorry about that for that phone ring. But yeah, you guys get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. If you haven't done so already, I would definitely appreciate the subscribe to the channel. And yeah, man, let's break this down, man. Let's get in the comments and talk about these updates for the FBG Cash homicide. We out. Peace.